Hello guys, this is the MEPtutor and in today's video I'll be solving this problem. We have this circuit and the question is to calculate the current that pass through the resistor 3. So we are looking for this current basically. We have current 1 and current 2 also. We know that with the laws of Kirchhoff that all the currents that enter to a node, we can analyze in this case node A, the sum of all those currents that interact with the node sum 0. And we know that the currents that enter the node are positive and the currents that leaves the node are negative. So let's write that current 1 enters node A, so it's positive. Current 2 also enters the node A, so it's also positive. But the current 3 leaves the node, so it's negative. And that summator is equal to 0. We can clear the variable current 3, which is what we are looking for, and we got this equation, current 1 plus current 2. What else? We know that the current here is equal to the voltage over the resistance. So we can use this equation to find current 1, current 2, and current 3. Equations for those currents. You know that current 1 will be equal to the voltage here to the voltage here. So it's 10 volts minus the voltage in the point A, because it passed through that. Let's call that BA, over the resistance, which is 10 volts, 10 ohms. In the case of the second current, it will be equal to this battery and the point A. So 10 volt, 20 volts minus BA over the resistance, which is 20 ohms. In the case of the current 3, it passes through the resistor that has a resistance of 40 ohms. So the current 3, it's equal to the voltage, in this case is BA, over 40 ohms. What else? We can call this equation 1. So using the equation 1, we can substitute all of these equations. So we have 10 volts minus BA over 10 ohms plus 20 volts minus VA over 20 ohms is equal to voltage A over 40 ohms. 40 ohms. We can multiply both sides of the equation by 40. Multiply this by 40. And we end up with 40 volts minus 4 voltage A plus 40 volts minus 2 voltage A being equal to voltage A. Alright, so we have that voltage A will be equal to 80 volts. 80 volts over 7, and that is equal to 11, I get this, 11.42 volts. And we can substitute this value in the equation of current 3. So the current 3 is equals to the voltage A, which is 11.42 volts, over the resistance, 40 ohms. And that is equal to 0.28 amperes. Amperes is volts over ohms, and that's the whole problem.